Joining us now from Capitol Hill to discuss the Afghan drawdown, Republican Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee and Democratic Senator Robert Menendez of New Jersey. Gentlemen, good to have both of you with us this morning.
Good to be with you, Erica.
Senator Corker, I want to start with you. What specifically would you like to hear from the president tonight?
First of all, I think we'll hear a sense of appreciation for our men and women in uniform. I think that, too, we all know that fighting season is just sort of midway over, that it'll end in November, and my sense is there'll be minimal drawdown now, maybe a reassessment then. I'd like to know what the nature of our operations are. We continue to sort of have an evolving mission. It's changed multiple times since I've been in the Senate, 4 years and 5 months, and so I'd like to understand more fully that with the troops we have on the ground, what it is we want to accomplish, what the nature of that is. We're involved right now with the Holbrooke Doctrine and a huge nation-building effort that, in my opinion, is not only not sustainable now, but not sustainable in the future. So I'd like to hear about that and hopefully not just military, but civilian drawdowns. And then lastly, the nature of our relations with Pakistan and Afghanistan. I think we've heard the Karzai be very strident recently. Pakistan obviously double playing. I'd like to hear the nature in his view of our relations with those two countries.
Obviously looking for more than just numbers tonight. Senator Menendez.
Oh, absolutely.
Senator Menendez, you've talked about the change in the efforts there. What are you hoping to hear specifically then beyond the numbers? Do you expect further clarification of what the mission is today on the ground?
Well, I was hoping, number one, for a robust drawdown, certainly 15,000 in the first tranche, 30,000 over the next year. But more importantly, I believe that we have largely accomplished the mission. We have, the reason we went into Afghanistan after September 11th was to get bin Laden and to go after al-Qaeda. Well, bin Laden is dead. There are now only 50 to 100 al-Qaeda fighters in Afghanistan. The Taliban was, a side benefit to that engagement. It seems to me it's time to move from a counterinsurgency effort where we're trying to prop up a corrupt government in Karzai to one that is counterterrorism, which would require a lot less troops, a lot less national lives of Americans, and a lot less national treasure. And that's what I'm hoping that we'll hear.
Secretary Gates has said, though, you favor a quick drawdown. Secretary Gates has said, look, let's not rush this here. It could really leave the country in the hands of the Taliban, in the hands of a corrupt government, which you both expressed concern over. Is there any concern in your mind, Senator Menendez, that with a quick drawdown, that could in fact be the legacy of the U.S. mission in Afghanistan?
Well, the reality is, even after 30,000 over the course of a year, you'd have 68,000 U.S. troops in addition to 40,000, NATO and other troops. So the reality is you're still talking about 100,000 collective troops there. There are only 20,000 Taliban insurgents, and we have spent billions of dollars. We're spending $10 billion a month in this counterinsurgency effort. We have spent nearly $38 billion to stand up 290,000 Afghan security forces. It seems to me that if 290,000 Afghan security forces can't fight 20,000 Taliban fighters, that's a 14-to-1 ratio, then we're in deeper trouble than we think.
Unfortunately, gentlemen, I'm being told that I have to say goodbye at this moment, but we look forward to speaking with you about this further in the future. Senator Bob Corker, Senator Robert Menendez, thank you both this morning.